Recently, the California legislature, in particular the Democratic Party, has orchestrated several laws that prevent places of worship from having their own private security force. Hi everyone, my name is Sean, and please press the like button, subscribe, share this video with others. Today, I'm going to talk very briefly about how those laws have an effect on places of worship. And then I am going to talk about our $4,000 pledge. So let's begin. California legislature, once again, in particular, the Democratic Party, have orchestrated several laws that prevent places of worship from having their own effective security force. When I mean effective, you can replace that word with armed or semi-armed. Places of worship can no longer have security staff in uniform. Okay, these are the elements in uniform, and have a blade that I believe if it's over 2.5 inches long, or any other deadly weapon. They cannot have pepper spray, they cannot have a baton, and they cannot have a firearm. If they do, that place of worship needs to have a private patrol operator license. And here's the kicker. Those who have been operating these in-house security departments for these places of worship, your 3 years experience, the new requirement now is 3 years of private security. One of those years has to be in an administrative or managerial role. If you were in an administrative or managerial role and you have over 3 years experience in private security for an in-house security department for a place of worship, your experience does not count no more. If you're a former law enforcement, that experience does not count. If you're military, that experience does not count unless you're a military officer. Unless you can prove that you're in the military and you were in an administrative or managerial role. Good luck fighting that. Good luck fighting that with BSIS. What they essentially have done is they're requiring you, by design, you guys, this is a design, to hire outside security. Not your own, you can't even use your own security force. You have to employ an outside security force. We've been talking about this for the last maybe 6 months, that you guys need to get on the bandwagon and we need to fight this. However, there was only like 10 who wrote letters. Actually, there's 10 that actually showed up or made phone calls to Sacramento at the Senate Appropriations hearing. And I know that there's numerous others, but we didn't fight hard enough and we lost. We tried our best. I've tried my best. Our team has tried our best, but we have lost that battle temporary, but we're regaining control. This is not good. Allied Universal bought up G4S about 2 years ago. G4S had a private prison and a Israeli training facility, national training facility in Israel. Those that were connected with Hamas and terrorist organizations were allegedly able to kick G4S out of the country. They end up selling the business. You, as a person that might be in charge of the security department or work for the security department at your place of worship, you're going to be stuck now hiring somebody that can protect you guys. Well, that organization might be Allied. It might be Securitas or the other large security organizations that wanted this bill passed, that wanted these collection of bills passed. What we are doing today is I will be pledging $4,000 in scholarships, and let me discuss what the criteria is. Now, you might be wondering, $4,000, where you get this number from. Right now, my 40-hour private patrol operator course costs $500. $500 US dollars. The prices will go up in about a year to about $1,000. So what I'm essentially doing is offering $4,000 in scholarships. It's a limited time only. I think I'm going to keep the window opportunity open for just 4 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, but it can close at any time. If you happen to watch this video, maybe a couple weeks after I posted, a couple days, just check out the description box for the most recent information. So here's the criteria for this $4,000 in scholarships. The money is to be applied to our 40-hour private patrol operator leadership and development course. This course will help you design, manage a private security company. I have a lot of forms available for you. Some of the forms I've actually had attorneys review it. None of the forms are legal professional advice, by the way, but it gives you a foundation on how to run your security organization. Right now, there are criminal threats to a lot of places of worship, especially right now, it'll be the synagogues, and then it's going to change to the mosque. I mean, it's going to change back. You're going to get a lot of people blaming this ethnic group, this religious group, this other group. But right now, what we need to do is we need to strengthen the places of worship for our Israelis, for our Jews, because these are prime terrorist targets right now. So this is the criteria. Number one, you need to be a U.S. citizen with dual citizenship as an Israeli citizen. So you need 2 citizenships. That's dual citizenships. Number 2, you have to be eligible for the California Private Patrol Operator Qualified Manager exam. So I keep telling you guys it's 3 years experience. Right now, at this point in time, it's only 1 year. But come January 1st of 2024, it's going to be the 3 years experience. So only 1 year experience in private security. You need to have a family member overseas in Israel that is currently employed by the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, or a full-blown with full police powers police agency in Israel. For the military family, they need to be in an infantry role or a military police role. Okay, I'll accept any of them. If your family member is in law enforcement only, then I'm asking them to be on a patrol level. So your commander that doesn't leave the office, that doesn't count. You're talking about somebody who actually has their boot on the ground and they're protecting Israel. What I need is a government photo ID of them. And I also need a photo of them in their police equipment or their military equipment. So I can match both the photos on the government ID and the photograph. I will not showcase any of those photos unless you want me to. I've actually had a subscriber, I'll talk about it real quick, who sent me some photos. If you want me to, tell me, and we will put their photograph on the next video. If you want me to blur them out, we could do that, and then we could pray for safe missions. We could pray for their safety, the safety of their community, and we can pray for a successful objective. Okay? For the government ID, it has to show their specialty. Okay, you can't just pick off any member of the military. Even though I appreciate all of them, I got to keep it restrictive to those in military and law enforcement in Israel who are on the front line of this. Okay, not behind the lines. I want people who are on the fighting force, who their direct lives are threatened. Some of you are worried about what am I going to do with these IDs. I have never burned anybody on this channel. I'm honest and transparent. Those photos get deleted. A lot of you have reached out to me privately, sent me videos, photographs. Do you see them? Do you see them on YouTube? No, they're instantly deleted. I just need to verify because I will be taking a business loss, potentially $4,000 in a year. Okay. Special shout out to one of our subscribers. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is because one of our subscribers, immediately after posting the last YouTube live video, he reached out to me. His name is Dan. I won't give you his last name, but Dan has been very helpful to me. He has been very helpful to us. Dan has dual citizenship, Israel and United States, and he told me, we've had about a year of interactions that I am Mish Pucha. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It almost sounds like a Pokemon character, but it means family in Hebrew. So I really appreciate that. I'm blessed. I'm honored. So thank you so much. So because of Dan's message, he also sent me a photograph of his family members who have over 22 years of law enforcement experience. His family right now, they're in the military and they are in law enforcement and they are fighting the struggle against terrorism. So thank you very much, Dan. You made my day with that text message. I will stand here and fight with Israel, and there's a lot of other subscribers that do support this. Those subscribers that keep watching these videos that don't agree with me, as long as you're watching these videos, you're providing ad revenue. So thank you for that. And some of the ad revenue I'm going to send over to Israel. So you're supporting Israel by watching these videos. Some others might be saying, Sean, like, why are you giving this benefit to those Israel citizens? Okay, how about those in Palestine? First, let me address something. I give scholarships to a lot of people, and I don't even mention them. Actually, I rarely mention them on YouTube videos, and they come from different ethnic groups. I have helped out quite a bit of Afghan citizens who have fled that country, and they needed some assistance, and I provided them with assistance. I help a lot of people out. Some people might be wondering, hey, Sean, how come you're not helping out Hamas or those sympathetic to Hamas? First off, I refuse to assist any terrorist organization. I will send nothing to a terrorist organization. And if you're wondering, well, Sean, that's not terrorist activity, what they're doing. First off, these Hamas militants, they are targeting citizens, unarmed citizens, not military, well, military as well, but they're also targeting citizens. They flew with, I don't know, over 20 of their militants went with the paragliders to the festival and were massacring unarmed citizens, people who are just having a great time. That's not a military operation. That's terrorism. They're unarmed, and they're exercising their right to free speech to express themselves, and they're murdering them. I also saw a video of Hamas detaining, okay, and then eventually kidnapping a young lady. Her child, who's probably like 4 months old or maybe 6 months old, holding that child in her arms, still a baby that probably needs formula or breast milk. And then you have another toddler, like maybe the same age as one of my children. And then they're telling this lady, oh, don't worry. We're going to take care of you. You're not going to be in harm's way. We'll take care of you. You're not going to be harmed. Guys and gals, that is creepy. That's creepy. That's cringy. And that's sociopathic behavior for somebody to be doing that. Because if that's not the case, why do you kidnap her? Why do you kidnap this lady and then these innocent children? There's photographs of children. Let me pause for a minute because this is just gruesome. I think I saw on Twitter, you see a crib and then you see blood spatter on the walls. This is not a military operation. This is murder. This is murder. And any religion that asks for something like this isn't even a religion. It's a cult. This is horrible. And there's a lot of people that have unsubscribed on this channel. Please do. We do not need terrorists on this channel or those who sympathize themselves with terrorists. We don't need you around. And I'm not going to help you form your security organization. You're on your own. And every time you watch these videos, okay, a lot of that, not all of that, but a significant amount of ad revenue is going to the Israeli Red Cross as much as I can. It's not a lot, but I'm just saying the more that you watch from my videos, the more that goes over there. Okay, I'm already pledging essentially $4,000 in scholarships. And I'm able to do that because you guys watch the videos. It helps the algorithm. When people search for California Private Patrol Operator, exam material, testing material, they land on these videos because you guys watch them, you guys comment, even if you comment bad things, it helps the algorithm. So you guys, by watching these videos, you're essentially helping. It's just horrible, guys. So right now we're going to do the American thing, and we are going to strengthen the synagogues as much as we can. We're going to help you create the legal infrastructure that you need to be successful. So please reach out to me at ssundahl@yahoo.com. I'll leave that email address in the description box. It's ssundahl@yahoo.com. Right now, I'm going to put aside a moment of prayer for Dan's family members. Dear Lord, if you're listening, and I know you're listening, please give guidance and please be with those who have faced evil. Please be with those family members who face injustice. Please give them the strength and courage they need to carry out their missions to defend their country. Amen to that through Jesus' name. I know that Jews don't believe in Jesus, and that's the kind of the bone I have to pick with our Israeli population. I do not agree with your religion, but I respect you. I respect you as human beings. I respect you as humans, and especially as fellow Americans. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. We're going to be strengthening the private security sector out there. We're going to be strengthening the synagogues and other places of worship. Okay. Those of you who are Muslim, who have the mosque, keep in mind that when you have these conflicts like this, some people take it out on the mosque. Okay, you have these radical right-wing extremists that take it out on the mosque, and we're not asking for that. We're asking for peace among everybody. So please join us in our fight to support places of worship. Take care, everybody, and I'm looking forward to the dialogue.